So during my classes, many students ask me, sir, how to score 70 out of 70? Should I write extra questions or not? How can I make small mistake but still I can score 70 out of 70? So all those questions are relevant, valid, and that's why I'm here to show you the toppers paper from last year, and I will explain you how can you also get into feature in this section. Your paper might also be featured in this section, and next year maybe, who knows, you are here, right? So first of all, the few important notes that you have to note. You see the paper, first paper is obviously here, all the marks are recorded, and in here if you see there are many circled part. What is the meaning of the circle part? Circle part means they are extra questions and those answers are not considered for the calculation of the total marks. So even if you see that some of the marks the student have not scored full marks, still the final score of the student is 70. Now how can you score 70 out of 70? First of all the MCQs you have to answer correctly. Obviously there is no option in here in MCQs and fill in the blanks. All the answers has to be mentioned, and one very important part is that your part A answer should be written in the front page. Okay, after the first page is obviously in the first page you are writing your roll number, etc., and the remaining portion is left for the examiner to score you, and the second page some instructions are written over here, and you have to start writing from this page. Now this page is first two pages, first page and the back page are to be used for MCQ and fill in the blanks only. And if you are not writing MCQ and fill in the blanks at the beginning, you should leave this page blank. Okay, this page you can keep blank and you can write it later on, but you should not write any other questions in here and write the MCQ answer at the end. So that is the first thing you should remember, that first two pages are, if you see that first two pages are left for MCQs and fill in the blanks only, and the student started writing from next page for his or her 2-3 marker questions. Okay, so here is the part B. As you can see, all the sections, if you are writing properly, mark part B. Okay, and start writing one by one. Okay, and then part C. So you have to follow this order: part A, part B, part C. Okay, now I generally recommend you, if you are not writing MCQs at the beginning, you should start with part B and part C. They are easy and you should complete them properly. Okay, and then you can also continue and write part D as well, that is the derivation sections. Okay, and then you can go back, answer your MCQ question, and then you can come back for your numerical questions. Okay, so this is the main structure. Now this student answered some of the extra questions. Now many students ask, sir, can we write extra question after the paper entire paper is over? Yes, you can do that. So you can see that the student has written part B, part C questions, even though all of them are extra. Even in one of the derivation, student wrote that derivation is extra because the student score only 4 over here, not 5 out of 5, because the definition of ampere was not proper. So anyway, so if you are writing, you can write the extra questions at the later part, which is not recommended by the board, but you can do that during the exam. So but remember that you have to sign at the end. Once your exam is over, you have to sign that this is the last page, how many page you have used. That is very, very important. One booklet is provided, one very thick booklet is provided, and you should be able to finish entire paper within this given booklet. Okay, try to write the answer cleanly, neatly. The diagrams are drawn over here are using pencil. So some of the students are asking that, can we use pen, can we use pencil? You can use pen, you can use pencil. Okay, that does not matter. You can use blue pen, you can use black pen. That is also fine as well. Okay, but you should remember that the first answer should be written in proper order, A, B, C, D, in that order only, and the first page should be reserved for your MCQs as well. Okay, answer should be written clearly without any cut mark. If you are cutting or cancelling any answer, do it properly without any just scribbling around. You should strike it down with one single stroke and continue to write the answer. Okay, so if you see that the paper is very clean, without any overwriting, without any cluttered writing, the images are clear, all the questions are properly explained, all the steps are properly explained, and obviously the derivations are very clear, the diagrams are very clear, so you should learn from this that your answer paper should be clean, neat and clean, and also it should follow the order A, B, C, D. Okay, so I hope that helps, and you should get inspiration from this paper to score 70 out of 70. I will see you in a lecture very soon. Till then, bye.